in a championship setting and seemingly better than ever. This #1 contender in the women's flyweight division is ready to dethrone the champion. A lot of people believe she's going to get the job done.
Yeah, a lot of people believe it because they see in her performances how good she is, how talented she is, how confident she is. She has done everything to make sure that she does not mess up or lose out on this second chance. She's done this before. It took a lot to get back. Tonight she intends to deliver and become the champion finally.
Perhaps got to be mindful of an adrenaline dump. She gave so much to the media and fans all week. I know she's fired up. Got to manage that energy in advance of the biggest fight of your life. Well, with respect to Amanda Nunes, you can argue that Valentina Shevchenko is the greatest women's mixed martial arts athlete of all time. And by the way, I know you've been checking out that career mode. How about Shevchenko moonlighting as a coach?
I mean, if you're going to be coached by anyone, you want to be coached by this young lady right here. She has won everything that she has done. And look, you had the Performance Institute. Before you get your lunch, you pop in and you see the champ. Valentina Shevchenko has the mind of a champion, but she also has the skills that have allowed her to distance herself from the UFC flyweight division. She's a phenomenal fighter, and I'm pretty sure she's a phenomenal coach.
And man, has she put her small nation of Kyrgyzstan on the world map with all of her UFC success. Another big spot in a career full of them for Valentina Shevchenko here tonight. Our tail of the tape for this flyweight championship fight. Now for the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the UFC flyweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Manon, the Beast, Fiorot. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC flyweight champion of the world, Valentina "Bullet" Shevchenko.
Herb Dean, our third man in the octagon for this one. All right, here we go with round 1. A special feeling in the air as Valentina Shevchenko gets back on the proven ground here tonight. She has said, and I quote, "This opponent gives me the perfect canvas upon which to paint a masterpiece." What does that mean exactly? I kind of feel like Valentina Shevchenko might be highlight chasing here tonight. We'll see how she approaches the early portions of this fight. Oh, knee strike right to the body.
Oh, what a kick.
Oh, inside leg kick. I mean, you could hear the whack from here.
Yeah, right away you hear it. You hear the impact at which she's landing this kick.
Frantic pace early on to this one. Shevchenko gets tattooed by that straight punch. Oh man, I'm no strike counter, but that head kick absolutely.
That kick got from the floor to her opponent's head before her opponent could react. Beautiful strike.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Nice crack there. Fiorot gets the single leg takedown. She's moving her head pretty good on the ground here, avoiding a lot of these shots.
Way to kick her off and try to get some space to get up.
Shevchenko's kick to the body is blocked. Well, I think if I was a fighter, I'd probably be a headhunter, but she is not that, right? She's invested in the body, and she's done some pretty significant damage to her opponent.
Absolutely. You know, you start to go there and you land something and you may think, wow, that was hard. Your opponent doesn't really respond. But as you start to pile them up on him, you start to see exactly.
What a shot by her there. I'm not sure her opponent knows where she is. She's in the octagon still.
She can't possibly know where she is right now after taking such a massive hit. Oh, nice elbow.
Well, pretty good recovery by her opponent after being stunned, but we see this all the time, right? If you don't close the deal when you have that opportunity, your opponent's back in the fight and can potentially win.
Especially with this opponent. This opponent's so dangerous all the time. It does not matter that she hurt her. She doesn't have to close the door if she gets her hurt again.
Nice. Nicely done. Well, she continues to land to the body, attacking those organs, right? Not a lot of protection there. Shevchenko's going for the sub here.
That guillotine is tight.
Oh, saved by the bell. Round over. And the finish came just in time. Thought maybe she might tap there, but you know how tough she is. So the submission attempt right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. Back to the stools they go. We'll see if she can recover in time for this next round. All right, so a lot of strike absorption by her in that previous round. She got stunned on the feet, but survives to see another round. Talk us through the replay, man.
You look at the action here. They're going back and forth, and boom, there goes that big strike that lands that really does hurt her opponent. She could not find the follow-up shot, but eventually she will find that moment.
Round two underway. All right, here we go with our next round. Previous round, both fighters had their moments. We'll see who takes the upper hand.
Both had their moments, but nobody really stood out. Nobody separated themselves from the other fighter. Which of these two women is going to be able to really charge out ahead in the next round?
And now leather being thrown on both sides. Inside leg kick is there by Shevchenko. Head strikes.
Shot there by the champ.
What a strike by her there. I'd be knocked out. Her opponent's still standing.
She's still standing, but she's got to get on her bike, John. She's got to get out to the center of the octagon, find some space so that she can evade her opponent. Oh, nice elbow. Oh! Huge shots going on right here.
Still plenty of time to go here, round two. Floor's cut, folks. Nasty cut on her lip, just opened up. All right, so she gets the single leg takedown, DC. A nice job to enter and then change the angle to get the fight to the mat.
Yes, what a fantastic angle. What a great job of finishing that single leg takedown.
There.
She's been looking for it, and she finally got it, and now she's going to see if she can close the night.
All right, look for her to go back to that overhand here again. Seemingly when she has gone to it tonight, it has been there. Let's see if she goes back to it again now. Shevchenko's eye starting to swell now.
Beautiful shot lands to the leg there.
And she misses with the left punch there. Trying to stay in this fight. Well, it is not the worst cut we've ever seen in the UFC, but a lot of blood donation happening right here, right now, as her opponent continues to target that area.
Yeah, I mean, she's
thrown tonight. Her opponent's hurt.
Beautiful placement on that hook. What a great job of finding such a massive shot.
Nicely timed kick to the body for the champion. Round 3 next. All right, heading back to the corner now after that round. And Fiorot's corner now. We'll take a look at that lip. The cut man is in, and you got to tighten that up. It's really starting to bleed now. We'll see if it rears its ugly head as this fight continues. All right, the fighters hit the stools for 60 seconds between rounds. That gives us a chance to re-rack some replays, including the strike that we believe was the one that caused her lip to split wide open.
Well, she was very accurate in that round. She landed a ton of damage to her opponent, and it was this shot right here, bam, right on the lip that caused the damage. She's struggling now with where the cut is, but it could be a lot worse and in much worse places on her face.
Mentally, she seems to still be in this fight. Cutman did. And she did not miss there. This could be the end, DC.
I mean, she hurt her so bad with that big head kick. I don't know how she stands. Oh, big elbow.
Lead kick landed there by Valentina Shevchenko. Well, not just a high output. Keep pressing now. Back to the feet. That'll do it. What a turn of events here inside this arena. An absolutely crazy flush knockout, and there's going to be no wiping that smile off her face tonight.
She's going to be smiling all the way to the bank after a knockout like that. What a performance. What a knockout. Unbelievable.
We send it inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 56 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC flyweight champion of the world, Valentina "Bullet" Shevchenko.
Well, man, is Valentina "Bullet" Shevchenko fun to watch when she is on, as she was here tonight. This is a fighter who has been mixing the martial arts for a long time now, way before it was in vogue. And of course, the results speak for themselves. Congratulations to Valentina Shevchenko.